Hi, it's Tuesday, October the 18th. Again, this video will be a short one, maybe not as short as last night's, but nevertheless, not a lot to go over. Our trend model has definitely improved over the last couple of days with price, especially on the S&P, price now above the 8-day moving average and the trend going higher. And then the Qs are lagging a bit. So on the markets themselves, the mid caps fared the best, up 1.5% for the day. Small caps up a little over 1%, as with the SPY, and the Qs were lagging at 0.82. But as you'll see in the charts in a second, the markets actually opened gapped on the open up around 2 to 2.5%. So did not close anywhere near their highs. So let's have a look at the charts. So this is the S&P. You can see it. These are the lines I drew late last week, I think it was, where I thought this might go. Had nailed it yesterday, but then today actually showed some good strength. So I'm going to take these out of here. So we opened way up here. And it hung there for a while, which gave a lot of promise that maybe this move is going to have some legs, but then really sold off, but then recovered during the day. So in the end, we closed higher than yesterday. Even the low didn't go below, went right to yesterday's high and then rebounded. And then we closed right at the 8-day moving average. So I'm still fairly positive going forward, but nothing to for longer term investors to go jumping in quite yet. The Qs, similar story, opened above the above the 21-day moving average, but basically the same result and closed in the mid-range between the 8-day and the 21-day. So not bearish, not bullish. IWM, the small caps, is actually looking pretty strong. It actually has now cleared the 21-day moving average, actually poked its head above the 50. I mean, and that obviously has proved to be some resistance, and then settle back down midway in the range. You can see also these highs here. Let me just draw. These highs here from last week proved to be more than the market could handle today, but maybe a second attempt tomorrow or the next day, we'll get through that. So short term, time to maybe get mildly aggressive, but not really. I'm kind of chicken. I only added to one position, and I lightened up on the others, some others today. The TNA, which is the small cap bull index, but it's leveraged 3 times. So as the IWM goes up 1%, this one will go up 3%. So I've talked about this one before. It's leveraged, so it carries more than normal risk. But I'm in at 29.10. I'm in way down here somewhere. I peeled off 3/4 of my position. And so I just have a small position. So I added it back right here today at $33, 33.09, I think it is. And with my stop down here at the 8-day moving average. So blended, if I get stopped out, I will lose $300 on this trade, but I'll make 300 on the other trade. So it's going to be a wash. So I'm really financing some additional risk with the gains that I've got on my original position. And my hope here is that we do something like this. Tomorrow we just stay inside a bit, have this thing quieten down a little bit, and then let this moving average sort of catch up, and then push through that moving average, and eventually up to the up to the 200 is not out of the question, somewhere out here in another 2, 3 weeks. So that's my hope. And if that is the case, I'll get a nice gain out of it. But if it doesn't, if it just decides to roll over and do this, pukes, I'm going to get stopped and I'm going to end up breaking even on this. So no biggie. ELF had a good day today, but then reversed. It opened just above yesterday's close, ripped higher, and then closed right at its lows. So that isn't a good sign. So I actually had a big position, or not big in the overall sense, but big in context of how much risk I'm willing to take with the market being as crappy as it is. So I exited 3/4 of my position up here around $43, and I was in at 30. I'm in way down here at 39.60. So this has been a really nice trade, and I have my last quarter position with a stop at break even. So I'm free rolling that one. LPLA, nothing to do here. It's still mushing around. So the longer this stays here, without going down, the happier I am, because it will build up. If it tightens up in here, keeps remaining tight without taking out my stop, this will build up more power for eventually a move. I hope that we'll do something like that, and then beyond that. So that's it. That's all. I'm cutting this short. I'm going to work hopefully this afternoon in completing episode 2 of my series of building and managing a stock portfolio. So I got to get back to work. So have a great day, and see you tomorrow.